Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn love reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. All right, so we're going to get some romance angel, whispers of love. We'll get some tarot, and we'll look at past, current, and future energies. We'll get some clarifiers, and then close out with an oracle. All right, so what's going on with Capricorn in the area of love? Love for Capricorn. Let's see, I feel like there's three here, but we'll just go with it, right? We have look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. I love that one. We have listen with your heart. You are listening but need to hear with a loving heart. And then we have demonstrate love. Find out what is important to those you love and act on it. So that kind of goes with listening to what it is that they're really saying. Sometimes people don't directly say things, so you have to really listen to what they're saying to figure out what it is that they may need, right? And to show them that you are listening. You know, people love that. Even if it's someone says something in passing that they like something, you know, and then you do that for them, they're like, whoa, like that brings it on a whole new level, because it's like, wow, that person was really listening to me. We have honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And then I feel like this one too, codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. All right, so it could be that it's important to listen to that other person because there may be some issues that are going on within the relationship. But I feel like there's a lot of positive energy in here, and it may be time for the two of you to have that time alone so that you really can listen to each other about what, you know, each is feeling. And I kind of feel this is kind of skewed more towards the other person, listening to, you know, what is important to them or needs that they may have. And if they feel that they're neglected, then they may start focusing on something else and then putting less time into the relationship. But we also have to look at those energies that we're putting out there. Are we really listening to that person, right? All right, so past energy, Two of Pentacles and the Hangman. Current energies, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Future energies, Ten of Wands, Seven of Swords, and the King of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the World. I do feel that this is something that you'll be able to get past and you'll be able to work through. But it's, again, being in that frame of mind of seeing things from a different perspective. If things were going along and things weren't working out, or, you know, there were attempts tried to get past a situation, you have to be in that frame of mind to be able to step back and look back and see, okay, I have to look at this differently. Maybe it's looking from the other person's perspective. I have to look at this from their perspective, right? And to see what energies you're putting out, those things that you're doing. Does that other person feel like you're not listening to them? And sometimes it's hard to hear that, right? It's hard to hear that constructive criticism, and we don't want to hear that. We're like, no, I feel like I want to always do things right. And sometimes it's hard to listen to that, but being able to be open to that and listen to that and make those changes is what makes the relationship better. So in the past energy, there was something that was off balance. There was something that wasn't, right? There wasn't feeling like things were in a partnership, but I feel like some things had to be let go of. I kind of feel like this Hangman is going from the past to this current energy, and the past could represent yesterday, last week, last month, last year, 10 years ago, whatever that represents for you. But I feel like this Hangman is sort of that energy is going into the present, and that you're realizing, okay, things didn't work in the past, things weren't balanced in the past, so now it's time to look at that on those things that I can change. I have to see things from a different perspective. Present energy, we have the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So that is young energy, new changes. Aces are new beginnings. I feel like right here in the present, it's like we're ready for a new start. I'm ready to work on the relationship. I'm ready to figure this out. I feel like there's that new energy of almost reviving this relationship that maybe it was kind of stagnant, maybe it was kind of just feeling like roommates, there was this disconnect, but now I feel like you're in that energy of, okay, how do I figure this out, right? How do we get past this? Future energy, 10 of Wands, releasing that burdens. 10s are, releasing, coming to an end, that there's been some heavy, there's been some things, these wands that are piling up and piling up and piling up, and finally it's like, okay, we're getting to the point where we're going to let those go. 7 of Swords can be that deception. I feel like it's getting rid of that 7 of Swords, right? It's like that, no more that deception, pretending that things are better than they actually are. Sometimes we like to do that. We're like, oh no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, but it's really not fine. And then we have the King of Wands here. And I feel like it's kind of learning from the past what didn't work, but then figuring out what will work moving forward. And how can we change things? Is it listening to each other better? Is it having that time to ourselves? Is it focusing on the relationship more and not letting other things get in the way? Is it doing things together? Sometimes we feel weak and we just want to give up, but we said, the first card was look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize, that you can get past this, right? This is a challenge. This is a challenge. And how are you going to get past this? But you have to have that mindset as I will get past this. I will deal with this. We have the 5 of Pentacles, which can represent temporary hardship or feeling like you're alone. That's what I feel like there's this disconnect between the two of you. But it's about taking those actions to look at things from a different perspective, right? It's being in that frame of mind is that I'm ready for changes. Ace of Pentacles, yet again, could have to do with a job. Maybe someone is working a lot of hours because they don't want to deal with the relationship. So then maybe it's time to maybe cut back on some of those hours so that more time can be spent together to work through this. We have the Queen of Wands. She's definitely someone who is very feisty, somebody who is determined, somebody who takes action. She is someone who is very busy. She is somebody who likes to take actions. I feel like it's taking actions to make things happen, right? That you're in this energy of, okay, what is it that I need to do? What is it that I need to change? We have Temperance. Sometimes things will take time, but it also represents compromise. Maybe there was not enough compromise in this relationship, that it wasn't that partnership, that it needs to be more compromise, maybe on your part, maybe on their part. But it's important to listen to each person. And when you have that constructive criticism, that you make sure that when you have this conversation, that you're receptive to what the other person has to say. If you're angry and you're irritated and somebody says something wrong and that turns into a fight and an argument, then it's not a good time to have that conversation. But making sure that you're in neutral ground, that where if someone has something to say to you that is negative, that you're not going to take it the wrong way and it's going to blow it up and make an even bigger mess. I feel like it's all about this end goal of getting to that happy place, right? Getting to that connection, getting, to where it used to be and having fun. I feel like there's a lot of fun missing from this. I feel like maybe everything has become kind of serious, and it's like getting back to maybe the way it was when you first started being together, or finding that, maybe there were a lot of things that you used to do together that you stopped doing because life kind of got in the way, and it's like maybe it's time to get back to those. And it also could be that, coming back together, right, and having fun. And I feel like it revitalizing this relationship and taking that new step. Now, this could be somebody who comes back into your life. For some reason, these two, I'm feeling like it could be somebody that you were together and then you guys split up, but then this person comes back into your life. And because the two of you have worked on things, individually, and that you're in a better place where you can start things new, start things fresh. But I also feel like it could be like reviving this relationship. That's what I felt from the beginning, is like this relationship is being revived again, right? Researching those things that you can do to help get this relationship back on track. What does this codependency represent within your relationship? What does that represent Is one person dependent on the other person? Is someone dependent on something else because they don't want to deal with the relationship? Sometimes that happens because they're not happy, someone's not happy within the relationship, so they find other things to do. Was it they were working a lot? They're like, okay, I'm going to just throw myself into my work because my relationship at home isn't good, so I'm just going to work all the time so I can ignore it. You both have to be in that frame of mind where you're ready to work on the relationship, where you're ready to put that work and effort in. It can't just be one person to get yourself to this 10 of Cups. It takes work. And that's the frame of mind that you have to be in. And you have to look at those tough things, those sometimes we have to look at things that we're doing and, look at those tough things and accept that and make those changes, because the greater good is that connection in this relationship and bringing the two of you back together. Bottom of the card, the Strength card. So it could have to do with a Leo, but it's that strength, building this relationship stronger, that you're stronger than you think you are, that you can handle this, that you can work through this, and that your confidence is built up because the two of you are working as a partnership to get through this, and just being strong and knowing, okay, it's come to the point where some changes have to be made in this relationship. Some compromises, some changes, however that works for you. All right, so let's close out with a fortune reading card. Lion, look at that. We have the Lion again. Harness the loyal and protective aura of the Lion and charge ahead magnificently, okay? Charging ahead, moving forward. If you want change within the relationship, you have to be willing to look into that and to be able to make those changes, right? And you both have to be in the same headspace to make that change. So we have the two Lions there, that you're stronger than you think you are. And I feel like getting through this situation, I feel like that will help with future situations. That will give you that strength. Okay, I've been here before. I know that I have to deal with this situation. I can't sweep it under the rug like I did last time, because that just piles up that 10 of Wands on my back, and it makes it even more difficult. So it's time to face it, right? Changing up, a new way of doing things for the two of you. I feel like it changes the relationship. It moves it to a closer and better level, right? It's more changing it up to this 10 of Cups energy, right? Making those changes. Sometimes that's hard, but if we feel, we know within that it has to be done, that's what we need to do to get it in a better place. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.